So we search for the keyword breast cancer. It is primarily a basic search which we have done now. So you can see here there are totally around 44,425 results across all journals. These are primarily 44,000 journal articles, and there will be also additional informations. However, whenever you are looking to search for any specific keyword, and if the keyword length is more than 2 words, or if it's more than 1 word, it will be advisable to search within inverted commas. Now, if you look at the results, there's a difference. You can see there are around 34,499 results. So we have cut down the results to almost 10,000. Now, why this happens is primarily because whenever any keyword is put in the keyword search option, the operator between two words is an AND operator. So the search would primarily will be related to these two words. So the system would look for any articles related to breast and also related to cancer. So it will read it as breast and cancer. So they will it primarily look for articles which has these two keywords. So if you're looking specifically for breast cancer, it will be better to put it within inverted commas as you're seeing here. So that will give you very specific results, and this is how you can minimize noise or minimize unwanted results appearing on the screen. So now we can see here, as I mentioned, around 34,499 results. You can sort here as per relevance, whether you want to look at the most recent articles or the oldest articles. So let's do that. Let's do it most recent. Here again, there are other options available. Also, you will get some information about breast cancer. Some basic information is available here. Latest research and reviews on breast cancer is also available. So you don't have to run a different search. You also have the subject areas option here. But coming back to the results, we have refined it as per the most recent articles. So it will primarily give you all the uh, recently published articles on top, and the remaining articles would be available in the coming slides. Here you can again refine as per article type. Let's say out of the 34,000 odd articles, you can look at the options here. These are primarily around 23,000 articles are primarily research articles. There are close to 4,300 review articles, and there is some information, that is some news on breast cancer, current news which we had seen in the in the main web page. Some comments and opinions which also would be relevant. Editorial options, editorial news would be available. Some correspondence, protocols, the protocols related to breast cancer. So like this you can refine. Let's say we are looking at only research articles, or only, let's say, only review articles. And here again you can see, if you look at the total number of results for review articles for breast cancer is around 4,365 results. And you can again refine as per journal type, which journal these articles are coming from. So the review articles related to breast cancer are primarily coming from the journal Nature Review Cancer. Oncogene, which is again an academic journal, very popular, highly used globally. We also have one more journal, Nature Reviews Clinical Oncology, and Nature Reviews Drug Discovery. So obviously most of the ones are coming from Nature Review Cancer. So you can refine here. If you want to choose more, there are more options available. You can see it for yourself. You can even refine as per date. Let's say you would look at some custom date range. You can that will take you to advanced search option where you can set the date here, publication year, or the from X year to Y year. Let's say 2017 to 2016. I'll go back to the previous menu. You can even look at the last 2 years, last 5 years, last 30 days, or last 7 days, or even today. What has been published today related to breast cancer, and that too in a review journal. If you want to change the option here, let's say you would look at, there are 14 research articles which have been published here. So the results will be around 15 here. You can see an option here which is open. These are nothing but open access articles, which is anyway available even out of your institute IP ranges. We'll go back. Let's say we now go back and look at, let's say, all the articles. Let's say the last 5 years, 14,000, and there is again, you can see there's a different option, British Journal of Cancer, Journal Apiaria. You can, let's say we choose one of them. Let's say we go with this particular article. Let's scroll below. So this is primarily published in the journal Nature Reviews Clinical Oncology. You can get information about citation here. You can also get information about the author affiliations, author contributions, corresponding authors. This information is available there. Here currently it is this particular thing is appearing here primarily because I'm a non-subscriber. That's why it's asking you to subscribe. But if you are a subscriber, you can access the full text, which is possible in your case. Let's say we'll open one of the open access articles that makes it much more simpler to explain things. Let's say this particular article. This is now an open access article. Let's presume this is not open access, but it is available through subscriptions. You can look at the latest articles, the archives. You can browse as per subjects if there is any videos related to these articles. The table of contents is given here. The full text is also, there's an option to download PDF. Let's say I right click on it and open a different web page, and you can see the entire article gets downloaded here. Okay, you can also look at the other information whether you want to share it with a friend. The option is available. You can even read, have an interactive PDF format. It's read queue. And if you scroll below, you can even read to the abstract, facts, open questions, and the figures used in these articles. And the references. So this is one way of making a search. Let's say we go back to nature.com, and let's say we have already used a keyword search option now. So let's use some more option. There's an again option. You can look at this search here. You can look at the advanced search options here. Here you can find articles that contains specific terms. You can give the author details, or you can give a specific phrase. You can even limitize the article as per publication date. You can search as per journal, in a specific journal, the volume number. If you are aware of the volume number or the article number or the journal title, you can search accordingly. So these are the advanced search options. We go back to the main web page. There's one more option. You can see your menu. You can click on this, and this is also much more user friendly. You can browse journal in an alphabetic order. Let's say you click on this journals A to Z. You can see, let's say you're looking at only nature brand titles. We'll click on N, and you can find all the nature brand titles, in fact, not articles, titles, sorry. So let's say we'll pick one of them. Let's say we look at Nature Review Disease Primer. Here you can see this is the web page of the particular journal, Nature Review Disease Primer, NRDP. Here again, you can search within this particular journal. Okay, you can even look at the menu options here. You can browse the recent articles, some information about prime views, some information about the journal. If you want to have additional information journal, you can right click. You can use this option. So you can see what is this journal all about, what are the aims and scopes of the journals, the impact factor information, and also you get some information about the editors. It's available here. If you scroll below, all the editors. Let's go back to the main web page of the journal. So here you can get some current information. The featured primer, menopause, is something which has been published now. Some announcements, latest primers and prime views has been recently published. This is only specific to this particular journal, NRDP, that is Nature Review Disease Primer. You can also submit the manuscript for this particular journal, create e-alerts for this particular journal, follow it on Facebook, or also on other social networking sites. Get some information, what has been trending currently. To go back, this you can look at this menu option here. You can just click on this and you can find an option called animation. You can click on this, and here you can see there would be some, for selected topics, we in fact the journal presents streaming videos which would illustrate an aspect of the primer and associated prime view. You can also visit on Nature Video YouTube channel. Currently they have presenting 3 videos. One is on mitochondrial diseases, Huntington diseases. Let's play one of them for a few minutes just to give you an insight. How does it play? How does it? What does the video contain? What information the video would offer you, when very specific basic information, and also going to the epidemiology of the disease. Some additional information available within this video. Let's say this video.
Huntington disease is a degenerative disease of the central nervous system. It's an inherited disease caused by a mutation in the Huntington gene. Symptoms of Huntington disease typically develop in adulthood and include changes in movement, cognition, and behavior. There is no cure. Current treatments only reduce the symptoms. The normal function of the Huntington gene is not fully understood, but it is important for the development of the nervous system. The mutation itself is quite distinctive. There are too many repeats of a sequence in the gene where the bases spell CAG. This trinucleotide codes for the amino acid glutamine. More than 40 repeats lead to a mutated protein with an unusually long chain of glutamine. Such a long protein invariably causes disease. Mutated Huntingtin proteins are broken down to shorter fragments by caspases, calpanes, and other proteases. But how these fragments cause toxicity is not wholly clear. The most studied fragment, called HTT exon 1, can take different conformations and combine to various other proteins. So it's a challenge to find out how this fragment contributes to disease development. However, HTT exon 1 can form aggregates including tangles of amyloid fibrils. Similar aggregates are also present in other neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. In Huntington disease too, these aggregates might be responsible for the toxic effects of mutated huntingtin.
Well, this is how you can get information about certain videos here. So you can likewise you can also look at other videos like mitochondrial disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. So let's go back now to nature.com. Let's go back to journal information title wise. So you can look here, you can scroll below, you can look at browse all the journals. So as you've seen, shown you some multimedia information or animated information. You can see here you can find a lot of videos or multimedia information for most of the journals. Let's say we look at one more journal, Nature Reviews Cardiology. You would find you can just the web page would open here, and you can look at the menu option here, and here we can get all the information, current issues, article wise regarding authors, and here again you see multimedia. So multimedia or animation, you can look at that option. Let's say I open this in a different web page. So here I think currently they have uploaded a video, the evolution of oral anticoagulants. And let's go back. I'm not playing this video currently. So here you can check all the information related to the articles within this particular journal. Let's go back to the web portal now. There are some more additional information. Let's say you would like to submit an article, submit a manuscript, so you will get to see some information, the policies, publishing policies, peer review process, open access policies, author resources. Let's look at these. Currently, some very basic information. Would like to publish Nature, why publish its Nature, how to write a paper, submitting the manuscript. So it's more like a author informative resource available here. So you could understand reading these links. Let's go back to nature.com. As I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the session, you can also look at some other additional information. Let's say you'd like to visit some of the sites like Nature India. It's again a one more very informative site where you can get information about all the jobs available currently within India, recent scientific advancement and findings, articles published by Indian authors. Go back, you can also, I would like to show you one more option where you can look at this journal here, and let's say you look at one of the Nature branded titles. Let's say Nature Immunology. You can even browse on, let's say you go for browse issues, so you can look at the archives issues also. This is again possible. You can look at different volumes here, so you can look at specific issues or specific volumes and run a search. But finally, if you're having if you can create a login ID and password at nature.com, within nature.com, you can just create, I've already done one for myself. I'll show you how it is. Let's say you have to register, right? And I've already registered. So let's say I log in to my portal. You can see here I can go to my account. Once I log in, basic information is given here about my name and details, and I have created some alerts, specific alerts as per my requirement. You can do it for yourself. Let's say if you want to create some alerts, you can go here and you can modify the alerts. I've done something for myself within these journals: Scientific American, Nature Reviews Cardiology, Nature Climate Change, Nature India. I can modify that. I can choose more journals or even deselect the journals which have already been selected and create alerts for most all the journals within Nature Complete. Well, so for now we come the end of the session. I hope this would help you all in retrieving required information within this particular platform. Thank you.